scale and a suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victories divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind? One scale and a suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victories divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind?
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? Hold on, let me test the comments and see if I have them in the right spot. I may need to switch around. Hey, Cookie, nice to see you. Okay, I've got me in the comments in the wrong spot. Hey, Ling, nice to see you. Let me see if I can fix my camera. Well, no, that's not. Hold on one second. I just need to mirror me. No, did that work? Hold on. I just need to see the live stream refresh. I'm trying to get the comments off of me so you can see them. Nope. Guess it doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. I guess you guys can't see it. It's just me on my end that can see where the comments are. Let me see if I can scooch myself over. There we go. That works better. Hi, how is everybody doing today? Oops, I don't have my keyboard ready. I am not prepared. Oh, it's Lingy, not Ling. Yeah, that's the hard part when people have handles on YouTube. You just never quite know. Well, hey, Tuber Chat. Nice to see you. Hello, Jenny Inspire. I have caught lots of Tuber Chat. So if anybody on here is a content creator and likes to connect and grow, Tuber Chat is definitely the channel to connect and grow with. So today is Thursday, February 5th. I can't believe it is February already. Well, thank you for sharing, Tuber Chat. I really appreciate it. Oh, well, thank you so much, Lynn, for subscribing to Amy and 10. I actually tried to film a video this weekend on how to start a YouTube channel, meaning literally like how do you go to YouTube and turn everything on and create your channel. But I was actually really having an off weekend this weekend. I really was on the struggle bus trying to do my videos. I spent probably 5 hours trying to record. And I honestly didn't think either of the videos that I recorded I was going to end up using. But I did end up just trying to edit them anyways, and I'm like, oh, they're actually good enough. But I was just on the struggle bus this weekend. Hold on, I'm sorry for all the camera like futzing around. I use my work desk and I have everything under the sun, including a computer, 2 monitors, and a cat that I'm trying to navigate around because we can't possibly we can't possibly let mama do something on her own. Oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. I felt that like my head was getting cut off on the camera. And so how is everybody doing on their weight loss journeys? I haven't heard a lot of people sharing their updates lately. Who else is doing the thing? And Jenny says, Amy, I think you mentioned have troubles with sleep. Yeah, have you gotten better? No. The last couple days it has gotten a little better, but I am only getting about 6 hours sleep. And a lot of it is just because I have a lot of congestion that I really need to go to the doctor. And I think I have like just a really mild sinus infection that's just not going away. So I definitely need to hit them up with that. And then I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but oh my gosh, I fell asleep in my chair that's behind me yesterday after work. I was just so exhausted, and I pinched a nerve in my shoulder. And so last night I could barely sleep because now my poor arm has been on fire all day. I don't know if I'm going to get undressed tonight. I barely got dressed this morning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this shirt off. So uh yeah, so sleep can be a real huge struggle. Well, hello there, JC Calamity Jane. I think I've seen you 2, 3 times today. Lots of chickens. And oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna have to do the wedding dress thing. And you need, if you can't do it on your own, get your husband to help you. And you've got to go out there in your wedding dress and do photo shoot with the chickens. So when I get down to my weight that I wore my wedding dress in, which was 145, I'm actually definitely going to come up with something special. So if people have ideas, I need to start collecting ideas, because I just haven't gotten rid of it. And I think the hard part is, uh, I don't know, I just have a hard part getting rid of stuff. So I'm kind of like, oh, well, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just taking up space, but I'm never going to wear it again. I'm never going to be able to hand it down to anybody. And at this point, it's 33 years old, but it's in perfect condition. But I figured now that I'm divorced, maybe I could do something special with it once I get back to my wedding dress weight, which isn't even my goal weight. That's a good like 10 pounds, or no, 20 pounds above my goal weight. So that should be fun. Let's see. So Lynn says 55 pounds down, Wonderland. Oh, still 50 pounds to go. Well, congratulations, because you'll see if anybody watched my previous video, most of you did, that I'm actually right at 55 pounds down. So it's pretty fabulous. And oh, Mariella, hello. Just chatting with you. I think we were confusing Rob the Maritimer. We were watching his live stream and we were chatting back and forth, and it was confusing him. Jenny Aspire still, I have the same prom dress from 2018. I fit in it better now than high school. Oh my goodness, that is great. I still have some of my prom dresses, and in high school when I wore them, I was probably like 120, maybe 125. I was actually like under what like my weight should be. Normally should be. I was a little underweight in the first couple years of high school, but I definitely will try those on too. Yeah, we did confuse Rob. Uh, and yeah, some of those people, like, I don't know if any other people, any of you here ever go on live streams where there's just lots and lots of people. And man, some of those people have no sense of reality and get a little bent out of shape when their questions don't get answered. And it's like, hello, there's 200 people on here. Like, there's only so much people can do. Oh, yes. And Jenny, you're excited to see my try on before my cruise. It should be really fun because I bought some one, I bought 2 dresses that are actually nightgowns that are not see-through or anything, but because I'm so short, they're long enough to be dresses on me. And then I also have like leggings that match, and then I bought like a sweater to match. But I thought it would be really cool to just go, I'm going to be on Virgin Voyages. Like, I can be a little bit more risque and wear something that, out to dinner or the pajama party that is not, not the normal cruise attire. I don't have to worry about children. And, I'm not going to be naked or showing anything I shouldn't be. But they're just, V-neck dresses, nightgowns. You'll when you see them, you'll be like, yeah, that looks really nice. I really struggled finding a red dress. I've been looking for months, and which is weird because it's like coming up to Valentine's Day and around Christmas, and I really had a hard time. So it was crazy. Thank you, Lynn. Congratulations on your weight loss too. Oh my goodness, my shoulder is just taking up my brain. Well, hello, Becky. Nice to see you. I really need to watch your last video. I keep seeing it pop up in my recommended, and I just keep getting a little overwhelmed with everything that's going on. So it is, and I will remember after I do my weigh-in and stuff when we get into chitter chatting, I'll give a cat update for poor little Sheldon because I did take him to the vet last week and we're on the struggle bus with that. So I'll give a kitty update at the end. Yeah, and Jenny says, I'm starting to realize I think my style is changing with having more clothing styles available. It's also a yeah, it's also yeah, it is a mind F a little bit, right? Because for me, like I like my clothing loose because I just don't like to feel constricted, but also too, I was trying to hide myself. So and I haven't shopped in a regular store, a non plus size store in probably 25 years. So I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you, other than like Abercrombie or Old Navy or maybe American Eagle. I don't know. Do those all exist anymore? I couldn't tell you what stores are out there in the mall that I could buy clothes from because I just haven't done it in so long. And hi, Pammy, nice to see you. Oh, where did I catch you last night? Was it on oh, whose was it? Controversial Cruising, maybe? Because I was in with my If You Seek Amy K and in with my cruise travel channel last night. I was trying to hit up lives and say hello to everybody and do some networking. Yeah. Jenny says, yeah, they exist, but exactly the options, like, I don't know what options are out there. I even had to stop shopping at Walmart because the Walmart I live close to is just one of those little neighborhood stores, and they have like one rack of plus size clothing. They have like juniors mixed in, and it has like nothing. It's really pathetic. So I mainly get my stuff. I buy my dresses from Bloom Chic. I'm guessing that this shirt might have been Torrid, maybe. I would say either Torrid or Lane Bryant. But Lane Bryant several years ago got bought out by a company that decided to just change all their stuff to the same crap that all the other stores, the same manufacturers, and they kind of destroyed the brand a bit. And yeah, Grace is Grace. I'm always going to call you Grace at this point. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button to give the video a thumbs up. There's 15 of you watching, and only 9 have hit that button. And it's funny, Grace, because every time like one of your videos comes up, it's either like you release the video and then I put one out similar to it the next day, or I release the video and then the next day you put out one similar to it. It's so funny because like sometimes I don't even know like you've put out a video similar to mine, and then I'm like scrolling through and go to watch yours and I'm like, I see a very similar video. Because I think you did the 55-pound one, and I didn't even know that you released it. And then I did my 55-pound one. And I was watching your video last night, or was it late last night or early this morning, where you did the like Japanese like cheesecake one where you put the cookies in the cottage cheese. And man, that looks so good. I'm so jealous because I can't have dairy. Um, I've never tried cottage cheese, and I don't know that I am willing to attempt it. On rare occasions, I'll have some pudding. Maybe I should just, well, I mean, I love banana pudding. I don't eat it very often because obviously it's made with milk. But yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of. Like everybody's doing that. And I'm like, don't we do that with banana pudding? Yeah. So Jenny, you worked at Lane Bryant when they switched over. It was, and they didn't really publicize it from what I remember. Now, when I lived in Los Angeles, I had the sweetest Lane Bryant because I lived next to a store that was a test store. So they pretty much got like everything. Almost every single thing that they offered in their clothing line came to that store. So I had choices upon choices. Like that, the store was way too small for what they offered. Like their clothing racks were so packed with clothing because they just had everything. And I kind of miss a lot of their stuff. I really miss like the wrinkle free. like just wash and wear wrinkle-free business wear. But that's almost impossible to find now. Even like Bloom Chic, where I buy my dresses, they've recently switched up their fabric on a lot of their dresses and they all wrinkle. And it's like, like I don't want to steam anything. I don't want to pull my stuff out of my suitcase on a vacation and have to worry about getting the wrinkles out of it. Honestly, on my last vacation, I just wore it with the wrinkles in it. But I usually do bring like a spray bottle of water, and that usually works pretty well to get wrinkles out of stuff. If it doesn't come out with that, then it's staying. I don't really care. Yes, great minds think alike. And I was watching Paul today, Paul Amadeus. Oh, I don't remember his last name. But I was watching his channel and he shouted us out because the three of us all started like right about the same time. And I think he's lost more weight than us, but he's a guy. But it was so sad to hear that he's losing his coverage for trizepatide and Zepbound, which I'm not surprised because so many insurances are doing that. But at least he's able to afford compounding medication, which is really great. Well, hey there, Pammy. Oh, maybe downsizing. No, I wasn't on Downsizing Diva yesterday. I can't remember. I came across you a couple times. I know you said hi, but I can't remember. Oh, and so Jenny, so here's the challenge with like the dairy-free alternatives is they usually have a good amount of like cornstarch or xanthan gum, which is made from cornstarch, and I'm allergic to corn, which is so frustrating because I actually last night I had hives because I've been getting into some pretzels that have cornstarch on them, and or yeah, like modified cornstarch on them. And so I'm okay like at first, but then over the couple days that I eat them, then they build up and then I just start getting hives. So it's so irritating. Grace, you're still thinking about the dessert. It looked delicious. Yeah, and I love having cookies in pudding or like cheesecake stuff. Maybe I should try like the box like cheesecake mix, like the Philadelphia cream cheese one. You know what I'm talking about, like the instant one, because I wonder if there's a lot less uh, dairy in that. I'll have to look at the package. Oh, so Pam, it's just they're calling it like a Japanese like cheesecake. I guess there's some trend online and that's what they were calling it, and Grace was just recreating it. Aw, Grace, you were buying at Lane Bryant when you were 15. I guess I was lucky enough that I didn't grow out of the like juniors. Well, I kind of started growing out of the junior sizes in high school only because I had hips and I was really short. So I wore like a 13 and I was so embarrassed to be wearing a junior's 13 when all the other girls were wearing like a 5 or 7. We actually had a store called 579 and it was nearly impossible to find anything in a 13 in their store. And really, the difference is the junior sizes are much narrower in the hips and then the woman's sizes. But I didn't know any better. I was just a kid looking for clothes. I didn't know that I could have just gone to the women's sizes in another store and I would have been fine. So Mary Ellis is making air fryer pork chops, mushrooms, and cream of mushroom soup. Ooh, that sounds really good. I have no earthly clue what I'm going to have for dinner. I think I have some ham defrosting in the refrigerator that is left over from Christmas ham that I sliced up into individual servings and froze. I was going to say sold, and I'm not, I don't know where that's coming from. Who sells their ham? Yes, the triplets. Yep, you, me, and Paul. We are all on the same journey here. And then Jenny says, yeah, lots of places are trying to save money now. So those places we relied on quality goods are sending out clothes with the same prices, maybe even higher and cheaper materials. Absolutely. I can't tell you like the last time I actually got a piece of clothing that was actually quality, even when I paid a good amount of money for it. Honestly, like even like Coach, like I don't know if anybody realizes that maybe 6, 7 years ago, Coach sold their company, and when they did, there was a noticeable change in the quality of the product. Now, most of the Coach bags that I would buy would be like the full leather ones, not usually the ones with the logo stuff, but I would buy like the leather bags because they do last an eternity. I think my oldest one is from 2006, and it still looks fantastic. But after that kind of switch, when they sold their company, everything started going down in quality. And Mary Ellis, make sure you tell Grace how long you cook your pork chops. Oh, there we go. 400 degrees, start with 20 minutes. Yeah, so it depends on size. 20 minutes is great if you've got the like inch thick ones. A lot of times I'll do like the really, really thin ones. I'll put them in at 400 or 425 in a regular oven. After 5 minutes, I'll flip them, and I think they go 6 to 7 minutes at max. And they're fully cooked, which is, pork. You can do medium rare, or not medium rare, or meat. You can do medium on pork. Uh, I can't remember the exact temp, that the minimum that you have to have pork at, but it can be pink. But when I do the thin ones, it always um, comes out fully done, which is okay because the thin ones just eat different. Yes, with Philadelphia cheesecake and Biscoff cookies. Yeah, I should be trying that. Thank goodness for GLP-1s. I agree. But sometimes like when I get close to my shot, usually like Thursday night and Friday morning before I take my shot, I will start getting imagining food that I could eat over the weekend. Yeah, 579. Yeah, yeah. For some people in 579, things never fit because they were just made for children. They were marketing it to juniors, like teenage girls, but it was really for children. If you had a shape, uh, you weren't going to get it at all. Oh, and the Avenue. Oh, OMG Grays was only knew about Avenue and bought men's clothes. Yeah. So the Avenue, I haven't seen the Avenue. You know what? The Avenue ended up going in that brand, I think, with Catherine's and Romans and Woman Within. And I actually just ordered two things from Woman Within, and I need to go pick them up downstairs because it was the only place that I could find white leggings and a white sweater, like a white cardigan. But some of their stuff is just like atrociously designed. I don't even think that they make it for the human body. Yeah, Pammy's like, yeah, it was a 13, 14. Yeah, it was so hard to find clothes because that was kind of like the highest of the juniors, and they just didn't really carry many things. And if you're interested in cruising, make sure you check out If You Seek Amy K. I actually did just release my 1 year summary of everything I saved on my cruise, on all of my cruises. So I took one cruise that I paid full price for, and then I ended up booking three with casino offers, like casino marketing offers, and then I did two casino matches, and I saved so much money. And there's always going to be people that are going to say, oh, well, you had to spend money to save money. And I'm like, yeah, but I would have gone on those cruises anyways. I would have paid full price, but I saved a ton of money by using the casino offers. And honestly, I was such a fool. I should have only gambled the first $400. And I'm actually going to do a video about like, oh, well, what would I change in my strategy if I had to do it again? Like, how would I change up my strategy? Because I actually saw some opportunities that I left on the table that I could have gotten more, like very discounted or free cruises. But I just didn't know what I was doing. So I'm definitely want to do a video and just say, hey, like now that I know what I'm doing, here's what I would do. Oh, and Lynn, you're going to Chili's, man. Okay, so that's soapbox. Hold on. So any of the members that are on, I put a new emoji out there and it's a brain at a podium. So whenever I get on my soapbox, you need to start putting the brain on a podium in the chat so people can see it. But Chili's, I used to love, love, love Chili's chicken tenders. They had this nice, fluffy, like beer batter coating. And now they're just like everybody else's chicken tenders. It's so disappointing. I miss their chicken tenders. I do like their wings. not their wings. I do like their ribs, but I want my chicken tenders back. I'm I'm sad. I'm very sad. Hold on, I'm getting a oh, there we go. Someone did the brain. There we go. So so Grace, when you see me getting on my soapbox, I tried to find a soapbox. Oh, well, thank you. Look, JC Calamity Jane has become a YouTube member. Yay, thank you. So now you've got Malibu as next to your avatar. So the first month you get Malibu, the second month I did them in age order. Next month you'll get Kevin. Third month you'll get Sheldon. Yeah, so I did the big loser one. So I did the words big loser. So when I'm doing my weigh in, if people want to congratulate me for being a big loser on the scale, you can do that. And then don't forget, any content creators out here on the live stream, make sure you hashtag 4cats in the chat so you can share your YouTube channel because we are Connect and Grow. We want to uh, lift and grow or lift as we grow and lift and grow. Oh, let me see. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, well, thank you so much, Bebo. Okay. Bebo Boop Daddy. Okay. I think I got it, sort of. Forgive me for not knowing how to speak English properly. But thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And I promise we'll do the weigh in just a moment. Triple dipper for me, but it makes me sick now. They have a good salad, though, that I have now. So we're talking about Chili's. Man, now I'm hungry. You know, I did DoorDash once this week already, and every time I do DoorDash, I'm so freaking disappointed because I always have someone that decides they're going to be a superhero and pick up like 4 or 5 orders at one time. So I go from like a 20-minute delivery to, oh, well, your food's ready. And then no one's going to the store to pick it up for 25 minutes. And it takes me an hour to get my food. And it's like, well, geez, like if I wanted stone cold food, I would have walked there. And honestly, my restaurants are not very far. The furthest distance I ever order from is like 2 miles, but it just I don't know. Look, I know people got to make a buck, but for the love of God, just get me my food here when it's warm. And I know that with it being 20 degrees outside, that it's hard to keep it warm. But if you're like stopping at 5 places, that is not helpful. And Pammy says, I'm going to watch that, and I really want to learn how to get some discounted cruises. Oh yeah, make sure I have a playlist of all my casino stuff. So like if you want to watch all of them together, they're all in one playlist, and I save so much money. And you know, as an accountant, it just makes my heart happy when I save money because I am a thrifty person. I am not cheap, but I do like to be thrifty. I lived on Triple Dipper on DoorDash for a year straight in 2022. You know, it took me a really long time during the event, the world event, to actually be brave enough to order food. Uh, we can tell who's had dinner. Yeah, I have not had dinner. That is for sure. That is absolutely for sure that I have not had dinner yet. But let's do my weigh in. And I have 23 people here, and I can see most of you. I need to do my taxes. Speaking of accountants, you know, I did my taxes and I hate doing my taxes because I am not a tax accountant. I'm a corporate accountant, meaning like I handle the day to day transactions and financial statements and all that good stuff for a company. But I pay a tax accountant. I have a CPA not on staff, but on payroll. That I send all of my stuff to them. I don't do it. I do call them in for advice on things. Because of the work that I do, I'm not required to have a CPA, which is a huge misconception in the accounting world. Even though I'm like at a very high level position, I don't need it because I don't do taxes. I don't work for a publicly traded company. And so any of the things that I ever need anybody for a CPA license, I can pay someone to provide the service that we would need for that. So yeah, I leave that BS to them. That's just too much for me. Let's see. I like doing my taxes, but YouTube is just a distraction. I actually did mine this year and I claimed like all my expenses for all the stuff that I bought for the YouTube. And it was actually pretty simple on what was it, TurboTax, to get it to take the expenses without the income. But I'm filing under sole proprietorship until I'm like making big bucks. There's no way in heck that I'm going to bother to form a company and go through all of that. Um, Pam, it's FOUR. Hashtag FO. There you go. Hashtag FOURCATS. And then Grace, I see you using all the cats again. Hi, Loretta. Nice to see you. I'm so glad that you caught the live, and it is very good timing because I am going to go into my media assets and do my weigh in. So let me just do like I always do in case someone new is watching the channel. Hold on, I got to turn off the comments. And I got to get the comment off the screen. Oh my gosh, I need a person to just click things behind the scenes for me. So my name is Amy. I'm 51 years old. I'm single with 4 cats. I have very mild Hashimoto's disease, sleep apnea, and I'm currently taking 10 milligrams of Zepbound. And I think this is like my 3rd week taking 10 milligrams. I have taken it before, but it is a little too strong for me, and I am struggling a little bit, but it is so on point with the food noise. So that's really my struggle. Is before I was having trouble with food noise with the 7.5 milligrams, but it was way better for my stomach. I've kind of had a bit of nausea and some food aversion, and it makes me really sad. And well, hey there, Mr. Russian. Nice to see you. I see you on JC Calamity Jane's channel all of the time. And so I've started my weight loss journey January 1st, 2025. So I'm a year and 1 month into it at 304 pounds. My goal for 2027 is to get down to 124 pounds. I would really, really like to lose 75 pounds this year, which is a push because normally I only lose 1 pound a week, and I have been losing 1 pound a week for my entire weight loss journey. So pray for me because I don't know if I'm going to make it or not, but we will see. And let me take my little face off the screen there. So for this week, I was really surprised that my calories only came out to 1,418 calories daily average. I have a feeling that I wasn't recording things as well as I should have. Honestly, I'm getting bored with the recording my food. I'm getting stressed out about it. I'm tired of doing it. I'm freaking over it. But I promised myself I wouldn't stop recording my food until I go on my cruise in May because I was really trying to be focused on losing as much weight as I possibly can for my May cruise. But if you look at my BMR calculator, it's saying with the steps I'm getting in, which I'll show you in a moment, I should be eating 2,316 calories. But if I want to lose weight, 1.5 pounds per week, I need to take out 750 calories per day, which gives me 1,566 to work with. And I was actually under quite a bit, 1,000 calories for the whole week. So I should have lost about 1.8 pounds based on my calorie intake, but you all know that's not how my body rolls. But here was my step count. My goal was for January to be at 4,000 steps for 5 days of the week, and I managed that. And so for all you Apple users out there, this number can be found in your health app. So if you're not using your Apple Watch all of the time, oh, I do have mine on today. If you're carrying your phone around, it gather your steps as well. It doesn't double do it, but like if you're carrying your phone and have your Apple Watch on, it's only going to take steps from one of the two devices. But I do have to put these numbers in here myself, but like when you're on the app, you can just click on them. There's a lot of good information in your health app, and it took me the longest time to figure out that was there. I was just on my Apple Watch looking for all this back information, and I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, I spent all this money on this watch and I can't find my info. But it is there. It gives you like up to a year comparison at one time. So it does work really great. So, ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Did I even do? Oh, I did. I'm like, did I do my slide? So for week 57, shot 50. Yeah, can you believe 50 shots? I went from January 24th at 251 pounds to January 31st at 249. So 2 pounds change. Yay. I can't believe that my eating actually matched up with my weight loss. Now, I will have to say one caveat. My scale does not have point like 5.4. It is just in the pounds. And probably I need to change that because I think I'm probably losing a pound and a half, but it's taken me more than a week to see it because my scale's only seeing a pound loss. But I hit 55 pounds down, which is great. I should really calculate like what is the percentage of weight loss? What is the percentage of my body that I have lost? And 55 divided by 304. So I've lost 18% of my body weight. So fantastic. Why am I clicking on that? I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm going to put that up and then click back on me. So yeah, so I actually did really, really good on my weight loss this week. I know most of you all already saw the video that I put out on, I don't know, was it Wednesday? Look, guys, I was so desperate for content because my brain was not working, and you will know why in just a moment. And yeah, Jenny, I am a mess. And yes, thank you all for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. I do have to do my, well, what has YouTube paid me in 30 days? Because I'm actually shocked. Not that it's a huge amount, but I'm actually shocked that I'm actually making money on YouTube. Like, I can't believe it. In my second channel, I got like almost 100 subs this week, which is great because it just goes in spurts. Sometimes I get a sub a day, a sub a week. And then in 5 days, I've gotten 100 subs. Now, I did invest in a promotion, but I did run into a problem on my If You See Gaming Cane channel because I have um, casino content, and they're like, no way, Jose. And then they tried to say that some of my videos were clickbait, and then they tried to say that it was false advertising, and none of my stuff is clickbait. Now, are my thumbnails emotional and trying to get you to click on the video to give you the information? Yes, but none of it's a lie. I don't think on my casino ones that I ever over exaggerate. Do I over exaggerate on Amy Loses it? Of course. I mean, because that's what, you got to get the views, and not to the detriment of the viewer, because I always deliver what's in the video, but I'm a dramatic person. So why wouldn't my thumbnails be dramatic? I mean, come on. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you all for the congratulations. Little butterfly. I'll take those hearts. Percentages. Yep. It will make it. It will was your mind to make percentages the goal. Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, so let's see. So my goal is to lose 180 pounds. And so divided by 304. So my overall goal is to lose 59% of my body weight. That is crazy. It's so hard to believe that I got that overweight. Well, and I think the challenge is that my body was out of control. It wasn't me that was out of control. There were a few points where I was struggling with a little bit excessive overeating. Uh, like having a little bit of ice cream every night. But then, of course, that just made me really, really sick. I started having gallbladder issues really bad because I'm allergic to milk. And so that just caused a whole downfall there. But I'm not a binge eater. I do overeat a little bit because, when we didn't have the food noise, or when we did have food noise and didn't have appetite control, um, it just really sucks that like I ended up in like 2 months gained like 40 pounds, and it was just not me. It was my body. Just like every single calorie I took in stayed on my body, and it didn't burn, which is insane that it can actually do that. And so JC Calamity Jane's just still waiting on your pin. Yeah, it took me about 3 weeks. And luckily, because I did it like the moment I hit 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours, I did it right at that moment. And I had enough time between then and when I hit my 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. I had my pin almost I had it, I think, ready and waiting to turn my monetization on the day that I hit monetization level. Now, it did take a day or two after, because remember, I hit mine on March 31st, December 31st on this channel. And then it took a day or two for it to say, oh, hey, you've hit your milestone. You can turn your ads on. So thank you so much, Grace. So you're 55 pounds down too, but I don't remember what percentage. You did start kind of like where you started quite a few pounds below me. And so that's kind of one of the funny things I've really been thinking about with this weight loss journey, that okay, I've lost 55 pounds, but I just don't feel that that's such a big accomplishment, because the last time I tried to lose weight, I started at 256. And when I lost 55 pounds, I was at 201, which is a much different body than I'm sitting in now. So it's like, I kind of almost just don't feel that I've done anything. I can feel it in my clothes and I can see it when I'm looking back at my old videos. Uh, and like when I'm showering, like that's one of the biggest differences that I can tell is when I'm showering and trying to reach body parts, trying to put my shoes on, trying to put lotion on my feet, all of those good things. But because I'm just still so overweight, and I do have a bit of body dysmorphia, where I feel like when I look at myself, I feel like I weigh 400 pounds. So when I'm looking at my photos, like I feel like I weigh way more than I do. So I really kind of struggle with seeing the difference, but I can feel it. Even this shirt, I've only been wearing this probably since like December, like end of November, December, that have pulled this out and started wearing it, and it's actually loose now. And I haven't lost that much weight in between, but my body is shrinking. So not only am I losing weight, but the volume of my fat is shrinking, and maybe not necessarily losing weight. It's crazy. Uh, yes, well, thank you, Grace. I can't wait to put it together. Hopefully, I'll get to that this weekend. I know I'm going to go see my brother. He's staying on the other side of town. He's been working outside, putting in a fiber optic cable at Washington Dulles Airport. They're putting in a solar site. He's hooking that up, and he said he's just absolutely frozen. But he's from Florida, so he would feel like he's frozen. And promotions are insane. So I spent a little bit. I've only spent like $20, but I got myself like 100 subs this week. But I couldn't promote the video that I wanted. So I got 0 subs on the video I promoted on If You See Gamey K, because I couldn't promote my good content, the stuff that people are watching. So I had to promote one of my older videos that still got a decent amount of views. So when I was normally getting 100 views, like this video got 1,500 views. So it's bringing in people and they're staying to watch my other content, which is kind of good, because then I'm getting the watch hour credit for that, because they're not watching the video they're clicking on other stuff on my channel. So I don't know. But on Amy Loses It, I promoted one of my better videos that I think just needed more reach. And it has brought in quite a few subs this week as well, which is great. I do 5% milestone at a time with no limit. And with no limit, is that on promotions with no time limit? Okay, I get it. Yeah. Let's see. I'm down. I'm getting down to the bottom here, or trying to. These glasses. Hold on. There we go. If I look like that. Oh, so your pin was sent on Saturday, or they sent it on January 18th. They say they send it on that date, but they certainly don't. Amy used bed instead of full words. I've heard YouTube doesn't like that. What does that mean, Grace? I do not use BED instead of full words. Hmm. Yes, you guys will have to tell me what that means. I don't, I really don't. I can kind of get the, like, if they were just using AI to scan my video, like my thumbnails, I can see how they might think it's clickbait. But like when you watch the content of my video, it's absolutely not. Uh, Becky, the only way that helps me not compare 5% isn't the same as pounds. Okay, so the 5% that you're talking about with no limit is your weight loss and not not promotions. Well, hello there, salty and sweet. Nice to see you. Well, thank you for coming in and saying hello instead of hiding in the bushes. We like people to come in and say hello. Oh, Fashion Bug. So Kathy Barr says, "Hi, Amy. Does anybody remember Fashion Bug?" Yes. And that kind of went on the same fate as Dress Barn. Does anybody remember Dress Barn as well? It's kind of the same with Catherine's. They all got bought up by the same conglomerates and ruined it. It's kind of like what happened to poor old Red Lobster. They, Darden restaurants built them up and then sold them off to this company that had really no interest in the restaurants, and then they ruined them. And Becky says yes to Fashion Bug. Yep, I remember Fashion Bug. Uh, you've been, Patty Lynn says, "You've inspired me. I just done my percentage 35%. Wow, that is amazing. Wow, wow. And thank you so much for congratulations on the two -2 pounds. Okay, I get that. Okay, I see what you ladies are saying about making sure that you use abbreviations or don't say the things. Yeah, I try to avoid the words, the hold on, I can't lift my arm. The hold on, the buzzwords. I try to avoid things, like when people use the word unalive instead of, the other thing. Well, hey, TT Trucker, nice of you to join us. Thank you. Nice to see you. Okay, so we're getting close to the end. It's already 47 minutes in, and I know some of you are invested in my little fuzzy children. And of course, I just fed them again, so everybody's sound asleep. But if you've been watching my videos lately, the cats have been bouncing around. But my little Sheldon, he's the little tan one. I have some pretty like sad, and actually, my vet was pretty devastated, but he'd been losing weight since the middle of the summer, and I knew something was wrong. So I kept taking him into the vet and taking him in the vet, getting blood work done. They're like, "Oh, his blood work looks great. Maybe he's just having tummy troubles. Let's change up his food. Let's do this and do that." So we did all the things. I bought all I bought all the different types of food, and I did all the tricks that I know to get a cat to eat. And then finally, it just like I'm like, this is just not working. Like I gave him all the medication I could, and I took him back in 2 weeks ago and paid for the ultrasound, which is a lot, right? So it's like $700. And they're like, "We're really sorry, but he has like a massive tumor in his chest surrounding his heart and lungs, and there's just nothing they can do." Like they can't even really biopsy it because um, they can't do anesthesia on him because it's in such a precarious position. It's not safe for him to have anesthesia to have surgery, and it's too large for them to do anything with. Uh, so at this point, like I can't go down the rabbit hole of even spending, $10,000 to $20,000 to try and get it out of him. There's just nothing they can do, and he's only 7, which I think is even the more tragic part of it, because I was really like expecting that I would have him around till at least 15. So it's just sad that like, his poor little guy's only 7 years old. So I probably, they can't really tell me how long he's got left. And it's just sad. And thank you so much, everybody, for all the well wishes in the comments. It was just so unexpected. Even the vet and the ultrasound tech were like, we just don't see something of this in an animal so young. Now I've had it happen and my 15-year-old cat. And at that point, I'm like, sure, I'm really sad, but at 15, I know that like they're already on that, getting close to the end of their life. The longest I've had, my girls usually live to 18, but all my boys usually go between 11 and 15. But for 7, like he's going to be my youngest that I'm going to lose. And it's really sad because um, I'll probably, I don't really know how much longer he's got. I've noticed in the past couple days, like just in the past week, that he's slowing down. And he's been coughing a lot more because he's got fluid on his lungs. So yeah, so Jenny, yeah, I'm just giving him the best home that I can. And nobody can predict these things. And he came from a hoarding situation. So I've given him the best life that I can. And, he doesn't know what's going on, which, it's kind of sad in one respect that, oh, well, the poor guy doesn't know he's not going to be around much longer. But on the other hand, he's living his best life. He's laying behind the computer or the iPad at the moment, just upside down on his back. Hold on. I don't know if I can lift the iPad because my shoulder. Hold on. Let me see if you can see him. I can't see what I'm doing. Let me see. Then I have to wait for it to come up on the stream. Okay, there you go. You can see Mr. Sheldon. He's just chilling like a villain, just hanging out behind. He sleeps almost all day behind my computer while I'm working. And then when I get up for lunch, he gets up and drags. He has a wand with like like the poor mouse. There's not even uh, uh, what you call it. There's not even fill in the mouse anymore, but he just grabs it and he drags it to behind him and drags it into the kitchen. So when I'm making my lunch, he insists on playing and having me play with his wand. He is such a sweet boy, but he actually was the worst kitten I ever had. He was the most freaking rambunctious, uh, destructive, but he's just a sweet boy. He's my cuddly baby. And yeah, good night, Mariella. Nice to see you. I'll reach out to you about Saturday. And it, yeah, I don't know. It just really sucks because he's my cuddle buddy. He loves to, when I get up in the morning, he loves to get up and have me hold him like a baby. And just loves his scratches, loves his belly scratches. So I'm gonna miss him. Agreed. The hardest part is when our furry family members can't communicate back to us in these cases. Oh yeah, but he definitely knows that I love him lots. But yeah, but I guess I'm really lucky that he doesn't seem to be in any pain. He does get a little bit uncomfortable, but he's just, sleeping more because he just has no body weight on him. He normally sat about like 9 pounds and he's down to just barely 7, which doesn't seem, oh, that's not a huge amount to lose, but for a cat, like uh he is just skin and bones at 7 pounds. So poor guy. Well, thank you everybody for all of the support. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll keep you updated on how he's doing. For now, he's stable. I just can't even guess how long the poor little guy's got. But I have to say that it was almost, oh, thank you, Grace. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, he's got lots of treats because I've been trying to get him to eat anything that I could get him to eat. So like I have tons of bags of treats laying around all over the house. Oh, I just shook the bag and he rolled over. And he's like, "Mama, you must give me treat now." Um, oh, well, thank you, Mr. Russian. I appreciate it. Yeah, especially like, people don't realize how attached you get to your animals, especially since I don't really have a lot of family. I've got like as far as like immediate family, I've just got my brother left, and I don't really see him very much. He lives in Tampa, and I think I have like one aunt left. I've even lost all of those. I have a couple of cousins, but I didn't really have many cousins to begin with. But I am the baby, and so some of them are 10, 15 years older than me. Um, but yeah, so it's been a rough couple of years, and I was really hoping 2026 was going to be a good year. But so far, everything's just been in January. February is we're only 5 days in, and I'd have to say February's doing good, except the shoulder. Uh, um, yeah, so just pray for me and my shoulder that that I can move my arm because it's not going well. I think I'm going to end up sleeping in this shirt tonight because I don't think I'm going to get it off. Trump opening in 5 minutes to look up lower G. Oh, so the Trump.com or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called because, oh, Trump RX. Yeah, but the problem is it's just a referral website to the manufacturer. So like being on that website, they're not giving you deals. They're just pointing you, um, they're just pointing you it to the manufacturer's website. They're not even pointing you to Compounded. It's all just the manufacturer, which is what I'm paying already because I'm buying from the manufacturer. Yeah, so JC Calamity Jane says it's basically Good RX, which is nothing new. Yeah, and so for my medication, Good RX doesn't do anything for me. And yeah, I need to go down and see my brother in Tampa. I don't know. I don't know if you like care to disclose like what area are you're in. I know somebody the other day said they were in Tarpon Springs. My brother is in Tampa. Like he's really close to Raymond James Stadium. Um, because he actually, funny enough, used to work a part-time job as security at Raymond James Stadium. So used to get to go to all the concerts, Super Bowls, all that good stuff. Um, That's funny. Maybe they'll have an introductory program GLP-1. Right. Yeah. That's not going to happen. Those companies are so greedy. So greedy. Yeah, and thank you for reminding us because there are going to be people that need to use that website because they just don't know where else to go. Um, and Low Butterfly, yes, I knew somebody. You're in Tarpon Springs, and last time I was down visiting my brother in Tampa, I wanted to go to Three Sisters Springs because I wanted to see the manatees because it was in February. But my ex-husband, who is an a-hole, decided that it was better that we go to Busch Gardens. Now, my brother and I get extremely motion sick, and we can't do roller coasters. So my brother's wife and my ex-husband went on all the roller coasters while my brother and I sat on the park bench. We went and watched the cheetahs at Busch Gardens, but we didn't really get to do anything. Yeah, we should do a Florida meetup. I've got extra vacation time and I really need to get to Jacksonville to see my stepmom. Um, Little Butterfly says I'd go to Tampa to meet up with you and Grace. Yeah, I need to do that. I've got plenty of frequent flyer miles to fly into Tampa. It's just I wish Jacksonville weren't so freaking far away. So, I used to play this game when I lived in LA, and I would go to Florida to visit family, and they just don't realize like what a strain it is. You're flying overnight. You get there at 7 a.m. and then it's like, oh, well, I have to drive from Orlando to 2 hours to my mom's house in Ocala, and then drive 3 hours from Ocala to Jacksonville, and then another hour and a half to Daytona, and then all the way back to Orlando because I had just people all over the place. And I'd get home from vacation, and my coworkers would be like, "Oh, did you enjoy your vacation? Did you get some beach time in and relaxing?" I'm like, Jesus, no, I spent most of my time in the car. Like I just went to 3 cities all over the place. So I tried pulling the one time I like rented a condo in Orlando, like I traded up my timeshare. And I'm like, oh, hey guys, we're going to be here this week. And like, if anybody wants to come visit, why don't you come down? Nobody did. I'm like, okay, then I see where your priorities are. So that was kind of like the one last time that I did like a big run on everybody because I'm like, if you're not gonna like, I flew here and paid all this money and you can't bother to drive to Orlando to see me. No, I see what matters in life. Yes, Grace, check your email. Oh, I need to email you back. Um, but yeah, you know what, Grace, you should email me and tell me like what area you live in. I was actually thinking like further down the line, once I'm making a little bit more money on YouTube and I can actually take a little bit more time off of work. Really, it has to do with the pet sitter, right? Pet sitter is so freaking expensive. Because I've got the time and I can usually like swing the airfare with points, or sometimes flying to Florida is much cheaper. But I would love to do maybe a group cruise or something. That would be awesome. Oh, and you're in Sarasota. Okay, so you're not far. And I probably need to go to Sarasota to visit my work bestie. My work bestie is a little bit north of Sarasota. And I know that if I step foot in Florida on the East Coast and I don't come see her, I will never hear the end of it. Oh, okay, funny enough, Grays. Hold on, I'm a little congested. Hold on, let me mute you guys for 1 second. Sorry, my allergies decided to hit. Okay, so Grace is saying, Amy, don't buy a new scale and wait for a sponsorship. I'm sure soon enough Hume and others will reach out with free product. Funny enough, I got an email from Renfo and I got an email from Hume, and I got several emails and I responded back, and then it gave me like, this email address doesn't exist. So I think that maybe the person from Hume was a scam. So if anybody else has worked with Hume and has like an email address of someone that's reached out to them, like the email address ended in like Hume Partnerships. Hume Partnerships at I think Hume.com or something. And I actually emailed Hume like through their like contact us and said, hey, like I got an email address or email from like this person. Like, can someone verify like this is an actual employee or whatever? Now, I didn't give them any personal information. I was just emailing them back and saying, okay, well, I'm interested and like, what do I need to do? And they sent me like, oh, well, here's what you need. And then I emailed back for a question. And then I never like it. That's when it said that it didn't exist anymore. So I don't know. And I think on my iPad, I actually accidentally clicked on something that might have been like a code thing, but because did it on an iPad and it was probably a PC code, I don't think it worked. Thank God I don't have a PC. But yeah, there's so many scammers. I don't remember. Hold on, let me find really quick Jamie's channel. I don't remember her channel name because y'all need to go watch her video. Oh, what is her? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to have to find it and put it. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it quickly because I don't remember if her channel is actually her name, but she's a single mom. She's oh, here it is, Jamie Lanier. Here. Oh, hold on. Sorry, trying to type. Let me put her channel name in the chat. And you should go check out because she got scammed and she ended up having her channel hacked. So everybody should check that out to be where it's scary at how fast not it wasn't even that like she gave someone her password is they did an email and they're like, well, click this to fill out this form. And when she did that, then it downloaded software onto her computer that captured all of her passwords. They changed all of her passwords on like all of her accounts. It was scary what all that they did. So definitely check out her video. What is it called? Her video was called I Got Hacked on YouTube, How It Happened. And she put that out 6 days ago. Let's see. So Salty and Sweet says a major GMC dealership in Kentucky sold, in my opinion, I trust no one. Oh, yeah. I trust no one. You know what? I have been getting harassed by people trying to give me a loan like a $70,000 loan, and it's all robocalls, and I get like 4, 5, 6 in a row all day long every day, and I can't stop it, and I'm on a no call list. And so I go to like the no call list thing, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can do because you're already on the no call list. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, isn't this, but am I, isn't, aren't I supposed to be protected from this? And honestly, I think it was SoFi Bank that sold my information, because that's the only place I've ever gotten a loan from. Because when I was consolidating my finances, they had such a sweet deal for a personal loan to pay off a higher interest rate credit card. I mean, I literally cut it in half. Uh, so I don't know who else would have had information to have, access to my information to sell it to somebody doing loans. Makes me mad. Hey, 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 Candace. Nice of you to join us this evening. And Candace, make sure you hashtag 4cats in the comments, because Candace has great money saving tips. Anybody looking to make money with their money, anybody looking to save on cruises and travel, or just personal finance, Candace has a great channel. I really enjoy her tips and tricks. She just recently made over $1,000 on a high interest rate savings account in 2025, which is really hard to do because I do manage several bank accounts for the company that I work for. And even with millions of dollars, I have a hard time making money with our money, because there's certain things that businesses can't do to make money with their money. There's certain like things available to individuals that you can't invest in. But I have just been desperately trying to make us money with our like emergency fund, and it's just not crazy. Oh my goodness, you've wrecked 4 cars you've never owned. You know what? I got my little putt from 2018. It still looks pretty brand new. Only has like 25,000 miles. I really need an oil change, but I pray that I don't ever want to have to buy another car again. Yes, TD is calling me about approved loan every day. Always a new number, no matter how many times I block it. It's always a new number. So frustrating. Oh, look at that. Losing it, Grace. She subbed to Candace. Yeah, I love her channel. And Grace, I have actually met Candace in person, and she is the sweetest person ever on the planet. I ran into her in Kim After 50, which I haven't seen Kim in a while. And I don't know if she's just fallen out of my feed, or if she has just kind of gotten some ADD and not released videos. But I ran into them on the Wonder of the Seas in September. It was so great to be like, we're all posting, and I follow their channels, and they're like, oh, we're on the Wonder. And I'm like, what do you mean you're on the Wonder? So we all tracked each other down. And I didn't get to meet both of them at one time, but I met them individually. And it was really a pleasure to meet both of them. Yeah, it's been a while. It looks like it's been a while since Kim has released a video, probably a couple of weeks, but she's got a great channel on money savings and just chitter chatter, just really great stuff. In Vicky's world, I got a used car from Buy Here, Play Here. It runs pretty well. Sometimes that is all you need. Well, good night, Jenny. You're going to dinner. Have a great time. And it is time for me to let all of you go, because I do not like to monopolize your time. So it is, we're an hour and 8 minutes into it, and I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. You guys are just the greatest. Thank you for being here for me. I'll keep you updated on my weight loss and on the cat. And if anybody has any great topics that want me to cover in the videos upcoming, I would love to hear your ideas. Just drop them in the, if you can't put it in the live chat now, just drop them in the comment of the video after it posts. And remember, the live chat takes 24 hours to post. So I do have it turned on, so these comments will be saved and you can rewatch it with the comments. But again, it just takes 24 hours to post. So I want to thank everybody again, and have a great week. And I have Okay, so my next really big goal that I'm working on, I got 5 pounds. I want to be 60 pounds down by my cruise. And so that will be 1 year from the first cruise I went on the Icon of the Seas at 300 pounds. Well, it was 300 pounds, but I started January 1st. So I'll be 304 pounds, uh, 244 pounds. I'm trying to get exactly 60 pounds down by my Virgin Voyages cruise. So it's 5 pounds, and I have 4 more weigh-ins. So pray for me, and I can get there. I just got to keep walking. I just got to keep moving. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. And I hope all of you have a fabulous evening. Oh, and thank you so much. Nice to see you, Margaret. Oh, I love your little avatar there of your doggy. Yes, thank you so much for joining me. And if you missed anything, just go back in the live stream when it posts and just fast forward through till you get where you want to see. And thank you so much, Salty and Sweet. I'm really, really praying that I can get to 5 pounds. Oh, so you started Mounjaro. Well, congratulations. I hope it works really well for you. I have some really great videos for people that are just starting the medication. If you want to look back at my tips, I think it's a playlist called Tips for like new users or people just starting. But it is a wonderful medication and it will help you so much. So just give it time. If you have side effects, they will fade. So just be mindful of that. It takes maybe a month, maybe two, but the longer that you're on the medication, the less side effects, and stay on top of your constipation. Make sure that you're taking daily medication to combat that so you don't have to deal with it at all. Because a lot of people say they quit because of the constipation, but I never have trouble with it because I take my magnesium citrate supplement and I eat my fiber one bar. So it just eliminates the problem altogether. Tomorrow is a year for you. Oh, that's really fantastic. Congratulations. Um, yeah, so if you're getting muscle cramps, then that's a sign that maybe you're missing some vitamin and mineral that you need to get in your diet, and make sure that you're drinking enough water. Get your liquids in. Make sure that you're definitely doing that, and talk to your doctor and ask them like what best works for muscle cramps. I know usually they say potassium, magnesium, but if you're on other medication, you need to make sure that before you take anything, make sure it works safely with anything else you're taking. But yeah, congratulations, Margaret and Vicky, to both of you. Okay, well, I'm out of here. I want to go make myself some dinner. Too bad it is not Chili's. It would be nice if I had it. And yes, Grace, 5 more pounds, 5 more pounds. We can do this. 4 weeks, Grace. We got 5 more pounds we're going to get off our body. So have a great night, and I will see you again soon.
4 cats, 1 scale, and a suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victories divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind?